What up, guys? Paradox back with more tech support. We're just kind of here with the quickie today to kind of show you guys the little bottom end difference between the 3.8 and the 3.9. So what we got on the left is going to be a 1999 3.8 externally balanced crank, and then what we have on the right is a this is going to be actually a 2008 Ford Freestar 3.9 internally balanced crankshaft. So these are actually for pretty much the same engine. This is going to be a 3.8 and this is going to be a 3.9, as well as the pistons are also virtually identical. Like when you see them face to face, hand to hand, with this being a 3.8, or this being a 3.8 and this one being a 3.9, there's really no virtual difference. Even the the stamp on the top, it's going to be the same, where the 4.2 is going to have the valve reliefs. But so anyways, I was just kind of doing a quickie today to kind of show you guys the actual differences in the crankshaft. So when they say that the bottom end of the 3.9 is pretty much the same, and it's going to be about the same horsepower rating as the 3.8, it's pretty much true. But when it comes down to building the engine, I believe that the 3.9 is going to have a lot more strength, because when you look at it, you can just tell that the whole thing is kind of made generally a lot stronger, and it's made to be balanced on the inside of the motor. So we're also just going to get kind of down to brass tacks today and get you guys an actual weight difference on what the 3.8 is crank versus the 3.9 live. So I just have this in the future. What I'm actually having going on is I got to return an engine for a core, and then with that I'm going to no longer have the 3.8 crank for the contrast. So all I'm going to have is 3.9 stuff from here point on. So here we go. We're just going to kind of step on it, get it ready. Final reading of 31.5 pounds for the 3.8 crank. We're going to have a final reading of 41.5 pounds for the 3.9 crank. So there's a 10-pound difference in between the weight of the cranks in balancing. So when it comes down to it, I've kind of noticed that when you see all the lobes and everything on the 3.9, it's just a lot more of a stout crankshaft. It's not even just in the stroke of the actual piston. It looks like an all-around lot more stout crankshaft. So I just kind of wanted to do a quickie for you guys today and dispel a rumor in between the 3.8 and 3.9s. They're not the same on the bottom. So there you guys have a great night.